Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Dayna with From Fertility to Delivery. I wanted to talk about the due date today. A lot of us, as soon as we get pregnant and we find out, the first thing that our healthcare professionals want to do is calculate our due date. Approximately what day are we going to give birth? So let's talk about that. They take the first day of your last period, and then they basically do a calculation incorporating that as the first day of conception, which probably is not how it worked out because, conception probably happens when you're not on your period. And then they calculate the date, and then you end up with this date that's 9 months out. And that is the high holy day of your labor. And if you go past that date, then it's a problem. So I have a problem with that because only 5% of babies are born on their due date. So due date is really just a guess date. So let's start calling it a guess date. You're guessing when you think the baby's gonna come. Now your spirit baby knows exactly what day they wanna come in, down to the second, because everything is being planned from an astrological perspective, a human design perspective, where the planet's going to be when they're born, how are they going to aspect each other, and how are they going to create that blueprint that is imprinted on them when they're born. That time of birth is huge, and it is set at the perfect time, even if it's a planned C-section. That I believe deep down that is co-created with the spirit baby. But let's go back to the actual guess date. Now, if it's usually 40 weeks that the full gestation of a baby, and the baby is ready to be birthed, basically. After those 40 weeks, maximum 42. I've heard of babies going to 44 and 45 weeks. And this is something that you will talk about in depth with your healthcare professional with regards to, should we induce? Should we do this? Should we do that? There's a lot of things that can help you induce, but, there's also some hindrances with getting induced. And I will do a video on the cascade of interventions when it comes to the actually getting induced and how that affects what type of birth you want to have, and how it starts to trump some of the things that you're actually planning. Maybe you are planning a home birth, and being induced, it might get in the way. But I do want to focus on that guess date. So it is a guess date. Let's start calling it that, because that's exactly what it is. It's only 5% of babies that are born on that date. Now, our two sons, they were born really early. The first one was born a week early, which is not that bad. And the second one decided to come 6 weeks early, which it is what it is. But that was the date that his soul chose to come down and imprint. And so, when we think about it like this, only 5% of babies are born on their due date, but 100% of babies are born on their birth date. So let's focus on co-creating that date with our spirit baby, connecting, and just being ready for when they come. And if it does pass those 40 days, look at certain things that you can do in order to still honor the date that your spirit baby wants to come earthside. So that's most of what I wanted to talk about today. I am actively working on my spiritual fertility class, so I'm still looking to get that out as soon as I possibly can, definitely this year. And also I do have my Blissborn Hypnobirthing class online. It is a fully online class, so I do believe that I can attract a lot of folks that are not local and live in my area. Also, it's an anytime class, so you can do this class anytime. And I do offer 3 phone calls where I connect with you. I make sure everything is going well with the actual class, and unlimited email support. So for those of you that are pregnant right now and you're looking to solidify your childbirth experience and completely eradicate any fears that you have around the actual childbirth and the labor aspects, and co-create that experience with your spirit baby, and also help educate your partner, because your partner has a huge role. If your partner is a daddy, I call that person the daddy doula. And if your partner is just your soulmate, your life partner, or a mother or a doula or a best friend, whoever they are, they can also be a part of your childbirth experience. So all of that is in that class, and it's already set up and it's online. So you can visit my website, fromfertilitytodelivery.com, to get more information, fill out the registration form, and go ahead and pay. If you have questions about the cost of the class, please email me at fromfertilitytodelivery@gmail.com, and we can talk about it. I want to be able to help everyone that's out there. So many blessings to you, and always remember that 100% of babies are born on their birth date, and only 5 are born on the due date. So don't make it into this all-encompassing higher than whatever date, because it is supposed to be flexible. It's actually when your baby wants to come earthside, not when your healthcare professional tells you they're supposed to be earthside. Many blessings, lots of love. Take care.